Good morning, students. Today we are going to study a very interesting topic, that is phonetics. Have you listened the word vowel sounds or consonant sounds? I hope all of you have listened this word, vowel sounds or consonant sounds. But you know that we relate it to alphabets. But now these are not related to alphabets. These are related to sound system. That's why I have spoken it as sounds, not vowels or consonants in English. These are vowel sounds and consonant sounds in English. Yes. Topics of discussions are, what is phonetics? Have you listened this word phonetics? Very rare. You know that maybe one or two students, they must know that what is phonetics. But now we'll study actually what is phonetics and how it is related to the sound system or the speech sounds in English. Concepts like RP, GIE, and IP. Sounds of RP, consonants and vowels. Symbols. What are the symbols in consonants and vowel sounds? Now, what is phonetics? Phonetics is the scientific study of sound system of language. You know that when we speak any language, that is related to the sound system. Suppose in Hindi, we know that what is the tone, what is the accent in Hindi, and what is the correct pronunciation in Hindi language. At the same time, we must know that what is the correct pronunciation or the accepted accent of English and what is the sound system that works behind this phonetics. Language has its own levels and we have various levels in the language. What are the levels of language in English? Yes, we have various levels which are related to the pronunciation, etiquette, or the system of phonetics. First is phonetics is study of sound system. Second, what is morphology? Morphology is, everybody knows what is word formation. All of you have studied it very well, that we have word formation process through prefix, suffix, derivation, compounding, blending, clipping, etc. And the concept is called morphology. Syntax. You know that any language has its structure that is related to the correct sentence formation. As in English, it is SVO, subject, verb, and object. Semantics. Whenever we talk about the meaning of any vocabulary, that is the study of semantics. Because without meaning, we cannot say that in which context we have used this particular word. Discourse, that is connected speech. You know, each and everyone knows that what is direct and indirect speech. That is called connected speech, what is dialogue, and what is reported speech. Lexicography, dictionary. Dictionary helps us to know the meaning of the word and the context in which reference we are using this particular word. What is the significance of phonetics? Why we should study it? What is the logic behind it? Why we are studying this topic now in this particular course of BTech? Yes, you know that nowadays we work in MNCs, multinational companies, where, various cultures work together and we have to remain there. We have to be in professional touch. We must know that why these different cultures are working together. Why should we know that what is their accent and system? Whenever we talk about US culture, UK culture, Australian culture like that, it means that each and every country has its own particular structure of sound system of language. Whenever we talk about call centers job, that we know people, they speak very well in that particular way, that whether it is US, UK, Australian, Canadian, whatever kind of language is there, they speak very well because they know the accent and the pronunciation of each and every culture. And that's why it is possible that we can communicate in cross-cultural way. And whenever we talk about the examination of TOEFL or IELTS examination for high studies in abroad, we know that they have their own pronunciation system and the sound system. That's why we must know that if we want to go abroad, we must know that what is the correct accent or the intonation or the tone of the group or the rhythm or the stress and everything that is related to paralinguistics. So this is the importance that we must know what is phonetics and we should study it very well. Now, in the conceptual learning, you know that it is RP. What is received pronunciation? Yes, received pronunciation is standard form of spoken English. It is documented in dictionaries. You know, when you consult any dictionary, you may find that between the slashes, you will find various types of, symbols. And these symbols denote to the pronunciation. If you recognize and identify the symbols, you must know that what is the correct pronunciation of any word. And that's why, we know that it is originated in the southeast of England. And after that, many countries or many cultures, they have modified the language in their own way. But actual received RP is the received pronunciation, and accordingly, we can modify it in our own culture. We have a standard form of written English all over the world. Do we have a standard form spoken English? Try to pronounce these words. Thermometer, thermometer, characterization, articulate, articulation, photograph, photography, and photographic, family, familiar. Now we can identify the difference in these pronunciation, and these differences, they denote that how do we have the standard form of spoken English, how can we differentiate the pronunciation. If any word is noun or it is a verb, what is the difference in the pronunciation? So it teaches us the various types of pronunciation and the correct and the accepted pronunciation. What is GIE? GIE is General Indian English. So that is a spoken form of English used in India. Indian English is not intelligible. That's why we know that we are the users, because this is not our native language. This is second language. That's why we users, we try to make it more natural, and we try to follow the accent and the intonation of English language that is prescribed in phonetics. Now, students, whenever we talk about alphabets, we know that there are 26 alphabets in English, but we have 44 sounds. And you will be surprised to know that we have 44 distinctive sounds. 20 of these are vowel sounds and remaining 24 are vowel or consonant sounds. Yes, 20 vowel sounds are, again, they are divided into two parts, 12 pure vowel sounds and 8 diphthongs, whereas we have 24 consonant sounds, and in which we have plosive sounds, fricative sounds, nasal sounds, lateral sounds, etc. So now, students, we will continue this topic in our second video. That's all for the time. And now, thank you all of you.